Oh, this is okay. It is almost in order of numbers, but at the same time it isn't. I think it's more like maybe in order of like release, but like Amber. The last one we had of Amber, I believe, is 2400. Yeah, I think that's the last one we had of them. Which was the the hyperbolic time chamber. The hyperbolic time chamber side that we had. Yes. Where it was like pretty. Honestly, we'll keep one as a pet. Yeah, I mean, unlike real snakes, where like, have you heard that story of like of a snake who has like got out of his enclosure, and then like the owner woke up with the snake like straight laying next to them, and like they were like, oh, that's so cute, they want to sleep with me, and then you found out like no, they were measuring you to see if they can if you can fit inside its stomach. Like with that snake, you will not have to worry about that. All right, Amber. I did like your temporal dilation facility. Let's see what you have with That's Not My Name. That's not my name. They call me Stacy. That's not my name. Okay, upper class Euclid. Cool picture right there. The K2. Look at that. Did you take that, Amber? Did you take this picture? That is a beautiful. The clouds, the sun shining from the side. God, nice. Nice. I like that. Upper class Euclid. Contain procedures due to the infrequency of human contact with SCP-2585. Containment of the phenomenon is largely self-imposed. The Foundation will operate through various front agencies to minimize climbing attempts of K2 during periods of SCP-2585 activity, and all deaths attributed to it are to be declared a result of avalanche or weather conditions. Terrestrial and satellite observation of K2 is to be maintained continuously. As the nature of SCP-2585 remains unclear, containment procedures are to be considered tentative. However, due to the large static behavior of the phenomenon, modification of said procedure is in the foreseeable future is unlikely. Isn't K2 like the hardest mountain to climb? Oh, is it? Let's look it up. K2. At the second highest mountain on Earth after Mount Everest. That makes a lot of sense. K2 became known as the Savage Mountain after George Bell, a climber on the 1953 American expedition, said, "It's a savage mountain that tries to kill you." Yeah, you're right. K2 is the one mountain that is like more difficult than Mount Everest and more dangerous. Yeah, you're right. Revision 1991. Due to the results of Exploration C and the shortage of Foundation personnel with the appropriate mountaineering experience, active exploration of K2 during periods of SCP-2585 activity are presently suspended. Revision 1995. During each detected SCP-2585 manifestation, one Mummery class drone operated by a level 2 engineer at Outpost 2585 is to ascend the mountain and confirm the presence of -1. In the event that -1 is not detected within 48 hours of the drone clearing the 7,000 meter mark, or -1 is confirmed as neutralized, one D-class personnel will be allotted to Outpost 2585, and contingency Mirath will be, I know it's pronounced differently because of the lines, but I'm not going to do that. Will be executed level 2 or higher personnel may see document 2585 Mirath for details. Because it's like Mirath. It's like the... Like I said, I'm not gonna do that though. Description: SCP-2585 is a cloud known to manifest in the vicinity of K2 in Pakistan. That cloud right there. The cloud upon appearing will enshroud... Sorry about that. Didn't mean that. Will enshroud K2 entirely, obscuring the mountain's surface. SCP-2585 does not visibly differ from normal cloud cover, but is detectable by the spontaneity of its onset and the unusually high atmospheric pressure within it. Regions affected by SCP-2585 experience volatile meteorological and topographical disturbances, none of which are observable from outside the cloud cover. SCP-2585 manifestations may occur at any time, and there is no determined pattern to these occurrences. -1 is a humanoid entity which to date has been encountered by all individuals who attempt to climb K2 during SCP-2585 manifestation. Which SCP was it again that people say is like a cousin of 096? Which number is that again? Like the but it lives like in the mountains. The entity is equipped with an Apollo Skylab A7L spacesuit, which entirely conceals the characteristics and is roughly 2 meters in height. That must be bizarre. Imagine that image. You just like, okay, we're gonna climb this mountain, boys. We're gonna climb this mountain. Yes, yeah, we're gonna do it, brother. We're gonna do it. Okay, now, everybody ready? We going up? Hell yeah, we're going up. Okay, let's. Is that guy in a spacesuit? You know what I mean? Like, that would actually, like, that would throw me off. It's roughly 2 meters in height, and he's 2 meters tall too. He's like, okay, yeah. When encountered, Dash 1 has been observed to travel the surface of K2 on foot, as well as levitate via unknown means. The entity has never communicated verbally, but may have attempted to do so through body language. See exploration logs. The motivation of Dash 1 are unclear. Presently, it is not even known whether the entity is sentient. Dash 1 has never been observed except by individuals inside SCP-2585's cloud cover, and has only been encountered in altitudes above 7 kilometers. SCP-1529 was the one you think? Exactly, yeah. Like, I was thinking, like, do you think 1529 and this is 2585? Do you think they ever, like, bump into each other? Well, no, I don't think so, because, like, I'm pretty sure the location is, like, way different, right? SCP-2585 was discovered by the Foundation in 1984, 30 years after the first successful ascent of K2. Since its discovery, SCP-2585 is believed to be responsible for at least of the known 80 deaths on the mountain. Now I wonder, is it like on purpose, or was it like out of pure shock of seeing an astronaut in the mountains? Because again, that would definitely confuse the shit out of me. I would just be like, one is in Everest though. Yeah, that's why. Okay, yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, they're in different locations, but I was wondering, it would be kind of interesting if they did bump into each other. During the time, a number of disappearances have been reported in the region of Karakoram surrounding K2. These disappearances total at civilians and aircraft and have all occurred during periods of SCP-2585 activity. While no direct link to SCP-2585 have been determined, the incidents have been covered up to avoid drawing attention to the anomaly. Re-exploration of K2 has been conducted by Foundation operatives during SCP-2585 manifestations. Due to the conditions inherent to SCP-2585, low visibility on the mountain is a consistent hindrance. For full information on these explorations, please see below. And now we have a whole bunch of things. Like said, Howard did tell me this is the longest one that we got to read today. Clearance level 2. Exploration A. Oh yeah, he did tell me also they're all like on multiple. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's no problem. That is no problem. There's also one. Yeah, there's also a page. All right, here we go. Exploration A. 1984. Due to the nature of the exploration and requirement for mountaineering prowess, D-class personnel could not be utilized. A team of 3 Foundation personnel, identified as A, G, and T, trained in advanced mountaineering was assembled for this mission. To minimize the risk of fall and allow for expedited descent, the team was allotted access to a prototype harness system developed from technologies redacted. In addition to their climbing equipment and bottled oxygen, the team members were also outfitted with a radio link to Outpost 2585 at base camp, a shoulder mounted video / audio recording device, and 3 Beretta Series 81 pistols. The climbers were instructed to ascend the southeast ridge of Abruzzi Spur. Abruzzi Spur? Sections of the climb prior to Camp Z, altitude 7,200 meters, are uneventful and have been omitted for brevity. Yeah, makes sense. You don't want to have like 7 kilometers of nothing to talk about. But here we go. Let's see what happens. I do wonder how, if this SCP has caused a death, I do wonder how. I wonder if it's an accident or if it's on purpose. Base, are you reading me? Roger. A. Status. We're going to depart from Camp C shortly and continue up the shoulder. No abnormalities thus far. Roger that. A. As a team. She's a bit under the weather. Or, well, over it, I guess. Just altitude issues. We're going to let him get composed. No problems with me or T. Noted. Please report in with any significant developments. We'll maintain silence until then. Roger. Base. Out. 8 minutes of silence. Base. Come in. We're reading you, eh? What's the situation? He's losing it. Base. He's huddled up. Randomly wants to go home. We can't rouse him and he's stark white. I don't think he's going to make it. Have you noticed any abnormal activity other than G's episode? No. A pauses. Do you want us to go ahead with protocol R0? Affirmative, A. Give G's camcorder to T. Roger. A brief pause, 90 seconds. Right. Ready to continue our ascent? G's still out of it. He's still moving, but he's not talking. Roger, A. You're clear to continue. Work your scout in pace. G. Out. 24 minutes of silence. Base. Come in. T. Is that you? Where's A? I don't know. I lost him in the storm. Repeat, T. Storm! You know? A giant thing around the mountain right now? Negative, T. What? Can you even see the mountain? There's a cloud cover, but it's not turbulent. Base. I'd like to report an anomaly. The storm. What do you think? Stand by while we try to contact A. Fine. Base attempt to contact A are unsuccessful. T. Can't reach him. Is the route still climbable? Not a chance. Very well. Return to camp. Roger. Out. 50 minutes of silence. Base, are you... Oh god. T. What is it? Come in. I found A. He's... Fuck. It looks like he's frozen solid. Yeah, no, his skin feels like rock. Fuck. Ignore A and continue to descend as fast as possible. This mission is officially aborted. I'm heading back down, Pace. I'm heading... Wait. What? T, what do you see? There's someone else up here. Wait. It's gone. It was right there. Unknown contact lost, Base. T, descent remains your priority. He is silent. T, you copy. He remains silent. T? The mountain is coming down. T! No further response from T is heard. However, a rumbling sound, possibly consistent with an avalanche, is recorded, along with several sounds of unknown origin. After 30 seconds, contact is lost entirely. 1 hour later, G was discovered walking into base camp in the possession of the video audio recording unit originally assigned to him and later given to T. Analysis of the feed shows evidence of the storm attested to by T, despite no evidence of the phenomenon from the monitoring station. The feed appears to cut out prior in the avalanche, which presumably killed T, and no recordings exist to clarify how the device returned to G's possession or how G descended the mountain. 3 appearances by -1 were identified in the recordings. However, it appears that only the last was noticed by the team, specifically T. His images of -1 are the first known to the Foundation. He expired of a cerebral edema 2 hours after his return and did not speak during that time. No trace of A or T has been found. Can I, real quick side tangent. Anybody who from Germany or Switzerland or Austria knows, probably maybe there's a chance they heard of this like series of audiobooks or books in general called Die drei Fragezeichen, which directly translated is to the 3 question marks, which is a series of 3 detectives solving crime, and they call it 3 question marks. It's also the business card, like the 3 question marks, 3 detectives. First detective Justus Jonas, second detective Peter Shaw, research and archive Bob Andrews, and it takes place in America. As a child, I listened to the cassettes, and then as a teenager to the CDs. And there's one cassette that terrified me as a child because some of the cases are like a lot of the cases that the 3 question marks try to solve is like very like Scooby-Doo-esque, right? It's like this. It could be supernatural, but it's not. It never is. It never is. Or it's actual crime, right? And one of them Die drei Fragezeichen. Nebelberg. One of them is a story about them going hiking on a mountain, and then a fog rolls in, and they see a ghost in the distance, like a ghostly figure, right? And the reason why this traumatized me as a child is because the figure lets out a scream. And this is exactly now the scream that I imagine 2585 to have. So let me just real quickly play this a little bit of the section where they see it, and then how the scream sounds like. I think it's like right around here. So that's what I imagine 2585 to sound like. And again, as a child, when I was like 7, because I fell asleep to these stories, right? Hearing that for the first time, hell no. Hell, I jumped out of my bed and turned the cassette recorder off. I was like, no, I do not want this. So, side tangent over. Let's go continue. Exploration B. 1987. No further reports of SB-2585 activity occurred until 1987, which resulted in the deaths of 3 climbers. Due to this, another exploration was planned to verify the status of the anomaly. As with the first exploration, a team of 3 Foundation personnel with significant mountaineering experience were selected, PJ and L. In addition to the climbing equipment, harness, and bottled oxygen, the team was given a more sophisticated video/audio recording device and 3 Beretta Series 81 pistols. The team once again ascended via the Abusi Spur. Sections of the climb prior to Camp C have been omitted for brevity. Base, we're about to start towards Camp D. No anomalies. How's the team? Report everything, no matter how minor. This thing talking is heard muffled by the wind. Jay says his fingers are cold. Is that everything? Altitude sickness, frostbite, anything? Nothing. We're all green here. Alright, we'll maintain silence until we find something. Report anything new. Roger. Out. 21 minutes of silence. We got something, base. What is it, P? The terrain is different. I've climbed K2 before. This ridge should head north, not south. Is the route climbable? Yes, but if it takes us the Polish line, there's no way we can ascend it in this weather. In this weather? Roger that, P. You are clear to return should the route prove not climbable. Understood? Base, out. 11 minutes of silence. Base, read your P. The route is obstructed by Seracs. A block of ice formed in glacial regions. Repeat, P. Seracs. I know K2 is notorious for them, but they shouldn't be here. Actually, I'm not quite sure where he is at the moment. But I'm still pretty sure they shouldn't be there. So is the fog or the cloud transporting them to a different like mountainous area? Because P says he has climbed K2 before and this looks different. And given the fact that there's an astronaut, are we even still on Earth? Is the environment around them a different planet that's also mountainous and icy? Well, let's go on reading. Is the route impassable? Yes. If we're trying to climb that, we won't end up anywhere but beneath an avalanche. Oh fuck! A loud rumbling and crashing is heard. P, come in. We're alright, base. Part of the sex just broke off, but we weren't hit. Everything's... P? It's here. That thing. The spacesuit. Dash 1 is present? What's it doing? Nothing. Just floating near a ledge about 10 meters above us. It's near upside down, just hanging there. It's also staring at us. I think the face screen is just black. Is the team alright? Everyone seems okay. Are you sure you're alright, P? I've climbed Eiger, Annapurna, and this is my 3rd time on case 2. The Astronaut really isn't frightening me much. Good for you. A mountain located in Switzerland, yeah? The Eigerberg, yeah. The north face of which is known as Mordwand or Murder Wall. I did not know that that's what it's called, but I do know the Eiger. Annapurna, the 10th highest mountain in the world, located in Nepal and noteworthy for its 30% fatality rate among climbers. I see. Please continue to observe -1 and inform us if anything changes. Roger base. Still just floating there. Wait a moment. P? It's holding its hand out towards us. Palm is facing us, fingers outstretched. I'm not sure if it's reaching out to us or... P? Come in. The stairs are moving. The wall is shifting slightly. Fall back, P. Mission aborted. Fall back! Rotating base, stand by. 5 minutes of silence. Without the sight of the entity in the Serac space, everyone is still alive. Do you see or hear anything else? We see fog and hear wind. The storm's gotten a lot worse. Mission still aborted base? Yes, there's really nothing more you can do up there. P does not respond. P? A sound resembling a muted shriek is heard. Source unclear, context then lost. P, J, and L are first observed finishing the descent 45 hours later. He was physically well, aside from issues attributable to the conditions, though no permanent damage was occurred. K was suffering from frostbite and had to have 3 digits amputated. Oh. And L has no memory of the events on K2 whatsoever. P and J were able to attest that they had encountered -1 again during the descent and had attempted to contact base camp several times without response. The muted shriek heard prior to communication failure was created by J upon seeing -1. Aside from -1's reappearance, the team reported no further anomalies during descent. Analysis of the video feed demonstrated an abnormality, however. While the team reported that -1's faceplate was opaque, it is not the case in the video. -1's faceplate generates bands of visible light at varying intensities and hues. At times, these bands produce an image similar to a human face, or alternatively a set of fractals that coincide with a heightened presence of digital artifacts. Closer analysis reveals that in several images, both the human face and the second phenomenon are visible. During these periods, the two images appear to either share the area behind the faceplate or merge together, the latter of which is extremely distressful for the human face. P and J were not able to account for this inconsistency. L, however, who has remained consistent that he cannot remember any of the event on K2, screamed at the sight of the video and became so distressed that he had to be administered sedatives. Following the episode, L could not account for what he screamed and did not react as such during a second viewing. The topographical anomalies observed on K2 during the exploration were not evident on the mountain after SCP-2585 disappeared. Now I have something else in mind. Now I think of now I'm thinking like that the SCP looks like fucking Space Cook from Scooby-Doo. Which, by the way, is one of the best Scooby-Doo monsters in the original show. It's definitely it's one of my favorites. I think the laughter of Space Cook is so good. What the fuck? Yeah, interesting. But yeah, let's continue. Exploration log Z. Exploration log Z. 1991. Following the results of exploration B, SCP-2585 activity continued. However, no further excursions were planned due to the personnel constraints. In 1991, however, the disappearance of private aircraft carrying 5 civilians over the Karakoram region during an SCP-2585 manifestation prompted further inspection. In addition to upgraded mountaineering equipment, the personnel selected R, O, and H were given a video audio recording unit with direct upload to Outpost 2585 and 3 Beretta Series 89 pistols. As with the previous exploration, team ascended via the Abruzzi Spur. Section of the climb prior to the Camp C have been omitted for like always. My eye. Something is definitely my eye. Oh god. Righto. Our rest is over. Are you seeing this base? Video feed displays a mild section of terrain consistent with Camp C. Affirmative R. Visibility just as poor. Can't see the base camp at all. Negative. The video feed confirms this. Is there anything wrong with the team? Anything at all? Nope. We're all fine. Physically, mentally, everything. Right. Continue whenever you're ready. Notify us with any developments. Will do. Out. Over 25 minutes, the team is observed scaling the mountain. No anomalies or sightings of -1 were detected by either the team or base camp during the trek. Thus far, the route seems consistent with K2 in the international state and inconsistent with the previous explorations. The turbulence of the weather also appears less severe than previously. It doesn't seem too bad up here. I saw the previous recordings. Are we sure this is a genuine manifestation? What's the atmospheric pressure? Yeah, it's about a 1,000 hectopascals. That's almost sea level pressure. I guess it is genuine. Don't relax too much. Team status? All green? Alright. Continue your ascent. No irregularities are observed on the video feed of the ascent for 17 minutes. What is that? What? Hold up, base. We're going to get a good look at it. It's something on the ground. Oh, fuck. Oh. Base, are you seeing this? Attachment is visible. Prostrate and motionless on the ground. The suit is heavily damaged. The faceplate is broken open and there appears to be nothing inside. Is there activity on it? Inside? Anything? Nothing. I can't figure out what caused this damage, R. Get the camera on this. A close-up of the suit's damage is taken and it appears to be partially disintegrated, though no sign of burn or chemical damage is present. It looks like it's just turned to dust. Wait, so if it's dead, is that why things aren't so bad up here? Maybe. Yet the anomaly is still present, which means that -1 was not the source. Do we continue, base? Yes. Proceed with utmost caution. Continue mission. Out. Over the next 7 hours, the team continues climbing. While no disturbances are observed or reported, it is noticed that by both the team and base that ambient light inside SCP-2585 has reduced significantly. The current time is only 3:39 p.m. Oh, is the camera malfunctioning? No, it really is that dark. How's the light outside this mess? Normal. It's still bright out here. It almost looks like night time here. This isn't something it's done before, is it? No. This is new. Fuck. We're not too far from Camp D, I think. I think you're right. What the? Whoa. What's going on? Stars. Base, are you seeing this? The camera shows that the cloud cover has dissipated on the night sky is visible. The mountain still appears to be completely concealed by cloud cover from our location. Extra-dimensional. Fuck. Calm down, we might be able to get out by just climbing down. It's way too soon to lose your shit. Details are, what do you see? Everything looks normal up here, it's just night. There's cloud below us. I assume that's the skip itself. Well, I guess we're inside the skip now. But you know what I mean. Anything new or unusual on the mountain itself? It looks fine. Wait. Do you see it too? See what? What is it? Faint light coming off a slope above us. It's not too far away. But from this angle we can't see what's projecting it. Can you describe the light? What color is it? It's... No. I'm not sure. Investigate? Fuck no. We may not get another chance to see what's up there. I'm fine with that. Oh, listen to me. Observe only. Try to get images on the recording unit. Avoid direct contact and return once you get a look. Roger. No, we need to leave. Shut up. Oh, be quiet. Oh, no! Bo is observed to flee from the area, retreating down into the cloud cover. In his haste, he stumbles and falls out of sight, presumably to his death. Man down, base. Get the images and get out of there, Doing. Out. The remaining team members ascend the terrain between their current position and the unidentified light source. The trek takes 7 minutes. No abnormalities are reported by the team or observed in the video feed. Base. My god. Visible on the feed is a crater, roughly 30 meters in diameter, extending into the side of K2. The crater contains the wreckage of an unknown model space shuttle. Yeah, there we go, our astronaut. Light is seen to emanate from among the debris, though the exact source is not yet identified. What the hell is this doing here? Can you see what the light source is? Negative. Go ahead and return. We see what we can get out of this footage. Alright, look! Something moves in the wreckage. A humanoid figure emerges simply suspended by an unknown means. The figure appears to be dressed in the same manner as the team. It's O. It is confirmed on the video feed as it stabilizes. Also visible are luminescent phenomena similar to the fractal imagery seen in Exploration Log B. What the fuck happened to him? Oh god. They look expunged. H, get back down to the cloud cover. The team attempts to descend the mountain as they look expunged. Eaten away. I'm running out. But I'll try to make the terrain easier down there. Goodbye, guys. Okay, so Dash 1 is now... He's trying to, like, control things? Control, like, the terrain, maybe? Contact lost. R and H returned to base. Camp 10 minutes later. Though how this was accomplished is presently unclear. Further details regarding Exploration Z, including the debriefing report, are currently restricted to clearance 3/2585. So that's all the explorations. But now we have an executive brief investigative report. Orpheus. Here we go. Executive brief investigative report. Orpheus. As a result of Exploration Log Z, the Outpost 2585 supervisor made a formal request to Overwatch pending an investigation of the United States Space Travel Program and its possible connection to SCP-2585. I'm getting a lot of flashbacks of different things. Now I'm thinking of the Twilight Zone episode where like a bunch of pilots wanted to go to fly up to Mars, but they then kind of crash landed, and they're like, you know, opening up they only see desert, they're opening up the helmets, and they thought like, oh, Mars is breathable, that's interesting. And like they like slowly go like insane because like they're in the middle of nowhere, the rocket is not functioning anymore, so they cannot go back. And they slowly like, I'm pretty sure they like slowly like kill each other, just to find out that actually they crash landed back onto Earth. And like a couple like kilometers away was like a town. But yeah, appropriate documents and testimony from the US government and NASA indicate that starting from the commencement of the space shuttle program in 1972, both the aforementioned parties are shown to have been involved in an individual or organization identified only as Black Eagle, assumed to be a code name. There's no evidence that Rockwell International, now Boeing Defense, Space and Security, had any connection with, or indeed was even aware to the existence of, the party known as Black Eagle. In 1974, under the supervision of the US government, though not NASA or Rockwell International, Black Eagle performed several observations to the Space Shuttle Horizon, a space shuttle orbiter prototype developed prior to the first officially recognized model, the Enterprise. Oh. No explicit record of these alterations is known to exist. Space Shuttle Horizon performed its first orbital flight in 1975, 1 year before the unveiling of the Space Shuttle Enterprise and 6 years before the first orbital flight of the Space Shuttle Columbia. Details regarding the Horizon's launch facility at Dr. along with information regarding specific personnel involved, is limited to the full report. Please secure file Orpheus. Contact was lost with the Horizon 2 hours and 39 minutes after launch, at which time the spacecraft was orbiting Earth over the Indian Ocean. The following piece of testimony was compiled from Derek Wright, a former employee of the National Security Agency NSA in 1995. I need to make I need to make it abundantly clear that I don't know who or what the hell Black Eagle is, and none of my colleagues had any idea either. Information on BE was classified above my pay grade, and my bosses were touchy on the subject. It was the 70s. We put the first human on the moon. The space race wasn't even close to being over. There was immense pressure towards militarization of space, and the SSP was critical on that front. Ever since Salyut 1 went up, there was a frenzy to get our own space station in orbit, and plans for putting missiles on such a station were very seriously being considered. If that prospect sounds crazy now, believe me, it sounded crazy then too. But it's what we had to work on. But also to be clear, I was never actually involved in any of this work. I only made sure that the proceedings were secure, so I can't speak for any of the technical aspects of these subjects. I can only talk about what I saw or heard. In any case, missiles on the space station wasn't even the craziest notion. They actually proposed outfitting the shuttle for a weapon program, but the consensus was that such a system would be too cumbersome, conspicuous, and inefficient. That was before BE. I said before that I don't know who they are, and I meant that. I never saw these people. Someone saw them, apparently, but it wasn't me or any of my colleagues. They barely existed on paper. Virtually everything issued or relayed about them was done so by mouth. That was unusual but not unheard of. What bugged me was how often I heard, "Let BE take care of it." I heard it all the time. Weirder still was that we seemed to be ahead of schedule and on everything. In my line of work, we're never ahead of schedule. The launch day kept coming sooner and sooner, and it seemed like things became too quick to notice. I heard whispers, hurried quiet conversation about the unprecedented weapon that BE was working on, and all I can remember thinking is, when did the SCP become cemented as a weapon project when it was deemed unfeasible less than a year earlier? It was so fast, so bizarre that it was surreal, and I found myself just going along with it, right up until the night of the launch. I got a call to my office from the horizon. No, not from that launch site. Not from the launch site, from the space shuttle itself. I don't know how the hell they reached my office, why they called me, or what they even used to place the call in the first place. There's no record of it even existing, but it happened. The guy on the phone said he was Phil McGinnis, whom I knew to be one of the astronauts on the shuttle. Naturally, I thought it was a joke or something similar at first, but I heard something in the background that convinced me otherwise. I honestly can't describe what I was hearing, but I didn't like it. I could barely hear what McGinnis was saying. I had to write it down on a piece of scratch paper in my office. The light at each time mustn't come back, and I will hold the light in me, are the only clear things I heard. After less than 2 minutes, the call cut out. I sat for at least a half hour, literally doing nothing, and I honestly can't remember what I was thinking about. I don't know if I was questioning what had just happened, or if I even knew what had just happened at all. Until this day, I've told no one about this. As I'm sure you know, the shuttle went down less than 3 hours later, and BE vanished without a trace. The whole thing was swept under the rug, and work on SCP went on like nothing had happened. All of us that had worked on the project while BE was on board were rotated to other things, or we disappeared. The light at each time. So it's definitely, I would still, so I don't think it's like a, is it, maybe it's not interdimensional as we previously well, they did say the night sky looks different, so it technically must be interdimensional then, and the cloud's kind of like a gateway to the other, to this reality. Interesting. The last part leaves me with a little bit more questions and answers, but I did like this. I think this was a really cool story. I like all the explorations and seeing how much we learn and how much we get to see. I do wonder what killed. Well, I guess maybe, as I said, the light inside me. Maybe that was something that, like, after a while, like, made him like just explode, and the suit was like the only thing that's left. Who knows? I think that there could be many answers there. Oh yeah, no, that was good stuff. Good stuff.